Sorry. Okay.
Hi, everyone. It's so good that all of you guys were able to come in and support Mom. If everyone can just introduce themselves.
Well, my name is Maria. I'm Teresa's mother.
Okay.
I'm Jackie. I'm Teresa's sister.
Okay. And then Teresa, your mom. So you are the mother to your four-year-old son, and what's his name?
Johnny.
Johnny. Okay. So do you have any kind of idea as to why you were brought in today to meet with me?
I guess I have some kind of idea. My nosy neighbor kind of saw me, saw my son run out into the street the other day. She kind of saw me kind of grab him and kind of reprimand him a little bit. So I'm assuming that's why I'm here.
Okay. So I definitely want to just thank you for coming in, because I know can definitely be kind of frightening to get a call from Child Protective Services. So I'm really happy you decided to come in. One thing we want to just talk a little bit about today is definitely why you feel like you're here. And then also, I'm really happy that you're able to bring your mom and your aunt in today. I'm really always happy to see people who have support. So you are right. I did get a call from, we got a report in terms of someone stating that they had seen you run out into the street after your son and use a form of physical punishment. So they did see you hit your son a couple of times. Can you kind of explain a little bit more about that?
So, he was kind of inside playing, and he wasn't listening. I asked him to clean up. It was dinner time. I asked him a couple times. He started to get a little angry with him.
Okay.
And he kind of just ran out.
Yeah. Which I'm sure was very scary to have him run out into the middle of the street.
Mm-hmm. Especially since we live on such a busy street. I never know.
Yeah. Okay. Is this something he does frequently?
Yeah, it occurs pretty often, I would say.
Okay. Does he have difficult behaviors in the home?
Yeah, he's always not following the rules. He's always yelling, screaming. He'll never clean up his toys when I ask. And sometimes he'll throw his toys, just kind of depends how he's feeling that day.
Okay, so that must be really challenging for you.
Yeah, it's very stressful.
Okay, and so in the home right now, is it you, your mom, your sister, and then your son, Johnny?
Yes.
Okay, and is mom and your sister a support for you in the home?
Yeah, they kind of help me out when need be.
Okay. Mom, can you tell me a little bit about your relationship with Johnny and kind of some of the struggles you may see in the home?
Well, Johnny can be a very difficult little boy.
Yeah.
He was born a little bit early and he was very colicky, and he's just kind of had that kind of temperament ever since he was little. He doesn't listen very well. And, I think my relationship with him is fairly good.
Good.
And Teresa is really a good mom.
Great.
She works hard and she takes good care of him, and we do the best we can.
Okay, that's great to hear. And I'm glad that you're a huge support in both of their lives. And Jackie, can you kind of tell me your role in the home in regards to Johnny and Teresa?
Well, as you know, Johnny's my nephew. I watch him whenever Teresa need help. Like if she has to work late, I might pick him up from daycare. He is a little headstrong, doesn't like to listen, and I told her maybe she needed to discipline him more. As we were growing up, it was part of our culture to get spankings. As the Bible says, spoil the rod, spoil the child.
Yeah.
So definitely, but she don't really do that. So in my opinion, I felt she was right when she did that. But in our culture, that's how we grew up.
Okay, and so, what's your ethnicity?
Or we're Mexican.
Okay. So that's really, I'm glad that you expressed that. That's really important for me to know in terms of how you were raised and certainly kind of what you were used to. So why I wanted you to come in and have your family come in is kind of to get a better understanding of how you perceived what happened, and also just in regards to some of your background. What would you kind of consider your parenting style, Teresa?
I mean, I guess I would say, I don't know. I mean, sometimes I just get so frustrated with Johnny that it just, like this happened. I ran out, I kind of smacked him a little, but I would say sometimes, he gets away with a lot. I try to, not yell and scream at him. I don't want to be like that, but
Yep.
it's so hard when he's not listening.
Of course. So I did want to mention a couple services that we have here. So one of them is a parenting course, and I know for a lot of parents that can be sort of a turnoff because you have your parenting style and that's something that's very important to you, and it's certainly something that we wouldn't necessarily want to change, but more to give you new techniques or new skills maybe to try. Nobody knows your son better than you know him, right? But I also think parents can always learn something new. So one of our parenting courses we have is offered, it's once a week, and it's at night because we know a lot of our parents work during the day.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know if that's something you'd be able to do, or even something you'd want to be interested in engaging in?
Yeah, I guess it just, depends. If they're going to make me kind of like yell and scream at him, that's not something I really want to learn.
Of
So,
course.
yeah.
So this is just going to be some techniques. We have certain courses that are kind of more for children who have a lot of behaviors. So it'll give you some new ways of working with your son that maybe you weren't able to do before, some things that you just haven't thought about. And this is also something that will be open to both your mom and your aunt because they're in the home with you. And they're really engaged with your son. This is something where you all can do this together if you want. Would either of you be interested in engaging in that program with mom?
I
Of
would.
course. Yeah.
Okay.
Does it provide childcare so that the three of us could attend together?
Yes. And another part of that is we do offer food too. So when your son came and when you guys came, everybody would be able to have dinner. So sometimes it's pizza. Sometimes our staff will cook a dinner, but we try to have it where it's something you guys want to go to and gives you a little bit of a break from Johnny, just so you guys are able to listen and engage, because obviously it would be very hard if your son was there. So this is kind of just going to be the first step of our assessment today, was really just getting to know one another and just discussing the services that we have. I'm really excited that all of you guys are willing to participate in that. I'll give you guys after this just a pamphlet with dates, and we'll come back after this. We'll talk about how everyone felt, and we can kind of go from there if that works for everyone.
Yeah.
That sounds good.
Thank you.
Okay. Well, thank you all for coming in today, and especially you, Teresa. I know this was very stressful for you, and you told me that over the phone. You were a little reluctant to come in, so I really appreciate you coming in today.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
All right. How does everyone think that went?
Good.
Good job.
First.
Huh?
Stop the recording first.
I did record. Oh.
That's a